Stop
It's
it.
a whole crazy thing.
Okay.
I feel like we're
Okay,
in
yeah.
some sort of like
We're almost there.
vortex.
Get in there. Yeah.
We can't
Yeah.
see you. But
Should I have shared it too? Oh,
No,
okay.
it's okay.
No,
You can
we
share
don't
it
care.
when the episode comes
Oh,
out.
got it. I understand. Yeah. Okay. Oh, right.
Oh.
Sorry. You're like, hi,
What's
idiot.
happening?
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
it's
The
doing it.
vortex is happening. Okay.
Oh.
Oof.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did I fix it?
Yeah, I
What's
think
it
so.
doing now? Oh,
Everything's
I don't know.
great.
What is happening?
Well, we're in.
Oh,
We assume.
we're in. Okay.
We're in.
I think so.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube.
Good job, everybody.
Gorgeous.
Good.
Okay.
freaking
We're all. Oh,
job.
got it.
God bless.
Pop up. Okay. I'm not gonna get
Okay.
into my bag. Hi.
All right,
Hi.
so for the welcome. We're gonna guess there's nobody here, but we're excited to
Hey,
have
you never know. Sometimes we have one.
never-
you know?
We do have one fan, Rose F. Death. He's probably here right now.
It's
Um,
perfect.
Well, we just recorded, so they watched for that whole hour.
Yeah.
So they're probably
They're probably over
like
us already.
over it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did something today
We just
earlier
did
today.
one together.
Oh,
Just the
that's too
two of
much.
us, though. Just the two
Oh,
of
okay.
us.
Two of
Yeah,
us.
it
Got
was
it.
easy.
Got it.
This is the real. This is the
Two.
real.
This
you
is
know.
This
wow.
is the real.
This
This
is
is
the
the main
real
of
deal.
the main event.
Yes.
Oh, I feel good about
That
myself
was just
again.
the
All right.
warm up.
warm-up.
You're
Right.
the 11 o'clock number.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm Debbie
Yeah,
Reynolds.
you better.
Okay.
You better. Yes, exactly. All right. Are we ready to start?
Let's do it.
All right, Billy. We're gonna do a little intro, and then we'll bring you in. Okay.
Okay. I'm right here. Thanks.
All right.
Ugh.
Welcome to Fuck You, I'm Smarter, the comedy game show where we compete with a guest to be crowned the smartest person in the room. Zoom, YouTube Live.
Oh, beautifully done,
Beautiful.
Lindsay. Beautiful.
I'm really talented.
Happy to be here. Thanks
Yeah.
for that warm welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
That's the new thing I'd like to say for this
Thanks
podcast.
for having me.
Thanks for having me
On
to
my own podcast. Yeah.
Um,
Podcast? Did I say podcast?
Sure.
I can't
Ping
speak
pong
it.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't played ping pong in a while, and I miss it. That's all. That's all I had to say. Just that little note about
I
ping
didn't
pong.
think you would
Just-
miss something
yeah.
like that, but okay, we could try.
Hadn't
it.
thought about it in a long time.
We
let's move
went
on.
there. Do you remember we went to when we lived in New York? Didn't we go to like Susan Sarandon's, or maybe we did that here in LA to her ping pong club in the Standard? I swear we were there
What?
with like Andy Haynes. No, we went to a ping pong.
There
club.
was a ping pong. How is that Susan Sarandon's? That's
She
what threw
owns
me
it.
off. She owns the hotel.
She owns
the
the
ping
ping
pong.
pong club.
She owns every single one of those balls.
Yes, all the balls.
Good for her.
Great.
I always respected her.
Well, speaking of balls,
Yeah.
that seems like a
That's a
good
good,
segue.
good segue. Yeah. I like it. Professional
just
podcasting.
slipped out of the mouth.
Don't they
Like
sometimes?
most balls do.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
We have
Wow.
a dear friend of the show.
We're inspired. Yeah. We're
Um,
so lucky to have him here. I'm super pumped.
We met through guest number 1 of Fuck You, I'm Smarter,
That's
Tim
right.
Palazola.
Oh.
Guest number 1.
Yes,
Wow.
he is a host, a performer, and now we like to call him an under-the-radar drag queen.
Perfect.
Billy
Brilliant.
Francesca, it's the
Hi.
best. Hi.
Yes, hi.
Thank you for having me on the show. I forgot Tim did the show too.
Yes.
Yes.
He's episode number 1. He was our
Mm.
guinea pig.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
also helped us come up with some of the format of
Yeah.
the show as well.
Oh.
He also did get the studio record.
He
He
got,
got
the
the,
Oh.
he got the professional studio record. He was
Oh,
the
wow.
only one.
Oh,
And
okay.
then we got kicked out of that studio.
Oh
Probably
shit! You
because
got in
of the
trouble?
show that he was.
Probably.
Probably because of him.
No, it was like a one time, but maybe
Oh,
if
you
we
could
like
use
you,
it.
we'll keep you. And then it
They
was
Yeah.
like us.
okay,
They were
bye.
like,
Yeah.
"We're good." Yeah,
Ah.
I've
Are
had
you
some of
done yet?
those. I know. I
Yeah.
miss having a space. I love having a. It makes all the difference when you have a space. Like, oh my god, I've got it together. I'm making it, and then you're like back in your parents' basement crying, and you're like,
Right.
oh well, there it is. It doesn't matter. Just do whatever and wherever you are. It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
Anyway,
you were a long time at Foo Bar, right? Was that your space?
Foo Bar is
Or
where.
did you have
yes.
other spaces? I'm sure, but
Oh yeah, I had
what's your
like.
favorite space?
I miss the Standard every day. The Standard in Hollywood.
Oh, that was
I miss
so good.
Nice.
I
The
I am
trivia
this
nights,
close.
bingo
Oh yeah,
nights.
everything. They gave me the nightclub. They
Oh,
gave me. I mean, I would drive in. I would drive and I had a parking spot. And it wasn't like, and it would be months I wasn't there. And then I'd be back, but they would always come up here, we host movie night, and they let me do whatever I wanted. And it was just the greatest group. That was my favorite space to really do stuff, you know. And I'm this close to starting a Kickstarter to buy the hotel, to buy it back. I'm like,
holy
hi,
shit,
I need $7.5 million. Thank you. And they just put it out there. I just feel like you never know.
We did a show there, and because they had that little bar downstairs, like near the pool, and they would do like storytelling shows. We did a storytelling show there once.
Yeah. That was such a good show.
There were so many good spaces. Greg Wallach.
It was the show. What was it called? It was a food.
Something about food.
Oh, so good.
It
was such a good show.
Shit.
But I went to one of your parties for Halloween once downstairs, and
down.
It was just wild. Like I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, they gave me the hotel.
Over the top.
Was that's it. I'm leaving.
So Billy was just. I don't think we were on air before when we said that. Billy was just billed as like someone hired him to perform or to host, and they called him an over-the-top drag queen. And he's like, "What?
I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even wear a wig. I don't even shave. Like, what do you mean?
How over the top? I don't wear a wig.
I'm not right. I'm not even wearing. I don't even have one of those rounded blending sponges that I see everyone using to blend the corner. I'm like, I don't. No, I go tat with this powder. Okay, let's go. Because I mean,
that's why you're the under the radar drag queen.
Literally, no one looks at me and says, "Is that?" I can't tell. Is that a real woman? Is that that like a? I don't. It's like no one cares. You know. It's like whatever. So yeah, that's all. I just saw the dick on your chalkboard behind you.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to put that right next to Lindsay's face.
Yeah, right.
It makes sense. So does Lindsay. Okay, sorry, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much.
No, it's correct. Yeah.
Billy, you just did a one-man show at Casita del Campo.
Oh my God, it was genius.
It was
so
fun. I saw it twice.
Twice.
I saw it once, but the first time I tried to see it, the lights went out and we got like a preview. It was good.
It was full blackout.
Full blackout. Yeah.
It's just brilliant. It's just. That was, I mean, I'm saying that's brilliant. I wasn't saying the blackout night was just such a.
We were too. The whole thing was brilliant.
I just thought it was the whole thing was just odd. That space is really, I love it. I've done tons of shows there, but that's the first time I've ever been on that stage just by myself. Like I'd never done anything.
Oh, wow.
Like that there. Yeah, that was only,
cool.
So I did 4 or 5, if you count the blackout shows there. Everything else has been like ensemble and people. And I wrote shows and had other people but this was the first one. It's like, it's just you, bitch. Get ready. I'd never been in the dressing room by myself ever until this time. I was like, oh, this is what it's like to be a star in a basement.
Yeah.
But
yes.
But I just love it.
Really fun. And you focus a lot on you when you were little and younger.
Yeah.
And it was so cool to see these pictures of you. And one of the things that you show and talk about is you had like a foot thing. Like, can you tell the listeners about little Billy and like this foot thing?
That filthy little cripple. Okay, listen. That's what I said on stage. People are like, oh, so it's me. I'm talking about myself. I can say whatever I want about. That's why I love performing alone. Because whatever you talk to yourself, people, you can't say that. I can say whatever I want about this is my art.
Yeah.
So, but I had something called leg perthes as a kid, and everything grows. My legs grew normal and all that, and the bones and then all the stuff. What that disease is that the hip bone, that like round, you know how there's the round thing in the bone, and here's your leg.
Yeah, the socket.
That hip, the socket. That doesn't go into the socket. I know this was like
the head of the femur.
Yeah. Oh, I don't listen. You know what? Calm the fuck down. I don't know what
It's the only thing I know. I'm just excited to share the one piece of anatomy that I'm pretty sure is what you're talking about.
I can use it in a sentence. Femur. So that the doctors were like, yeah, his hip's not growing in. And they were like, and there was no way to fix it. There wasn't like, oh, here. And the interesting part, I mean, that I love now as an adult is that my mother was like determined, well, and so the doctor, what do we need to do? We need to push his hip in. His hip has to always be pushed in so the bone learns to go in there, and we have to tighten it. And so it was literally like it was an apparatus that my grandfather brought it to his welding where he worked as a welder. They welded it together, and then they brought it to an Italian cobbler who made the shoes and the leather straps and restraints to hold it in.
I'm seeing it as like a
Yeah. Yes.
torture, like a
No, you're
like,
absolutely right. I mean,
like,
literally,
like
I
medieval
just threw it away.
times,
Yeah.
or like
No,
like an oldie timey like Nutcracker type
Yeah.
of thing.
It looks like a Run Forest Run. Like
Oh
in that
yeah.
scene,
Oh
but with
yeah.
the
that one-
giant boot
yes.
foot.
Yes, it's exactly like that. But that,
Yeah.
but even in that
Totally.
movie, that looked like classy. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Because of course that movie they had, but back then it was like it wasn't. I mean, I just threw it away, and I remember. I mean, I it was so weird, but like the piece, there's a big round piece that went. You put your leg into it, and then
Yeah.
they would wrap rawhide around the metal. Where my so it
Wow.
was.
Ah.
I remember it being like excruciating, not excruciating. I remember it being uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah.
You were just always uncomfortable.
Right.
Little did I know, they would just gear me up to wear corsets. So it was like, people like,
Yes.
it was like,
Training.
does it hurt? I'm like, nah, this is fine. Bitch, a
Not
corset
as
for
much
4
as
hours.
that medieval torture chamber. Yeah.
That's literally,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
And my mom
showed-
would cry. Yeah, it was a whole
He
thing.
showed
Aw.
this picture. He did like a slideshow in the back, and he showed this picture of him with the boot and the whole thing, and I died laughing like a piece of shit.
No, you're
But
brilliant. I love
that's
that.
why you
Tracks.
did this. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why you put it there. It was
Yeah.
so ridiculous. This picture and the angle
Yeah.
and the foot looked so large compared
Yeah.
to this small child. And we all know you, and we
Where
didn't
is it?
know
Yeah.
that. So we
No.
didn't know that
I-
that was a part of your childhood.
I have friends who
And-
never, don't know. Yeah, sorry, go on. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I just
I'm trying to find the
wonder-
picture now. I don't know if I can find it. Hold
We'll
on.
post
But I
it.
can-
Yeah, send it to us later.
Oh, you
We'll
have
post
it.
on
All right, sorry. Oh, you're like Billy. You
No,
don't
I
have to
don't
hold
have
up.
it.
No, we
it's
don't.
right.
I'm gonna
I'm
make
sorry.
you send it to
Send
us
it
so
to
we
us.
could post
System
it.
preferences. Hold on, I'm going.
Yeah.
But I
Um,
wonder, like, how were other kids to you? Did they make fun of you? Were you
my God,
well liked?
No,
Yeah.
I feel like everything in my whole life has been just happy accidents that you either learn from or you don't. It's very simple. Like, and so like I was always like effeminate and animated. So that wasn't like, oh, that happened when you were older. No, I was literally always like this. Mom, I was always my mother would say as a very young kid, she'd say to my father, Bill, something about this one. And my dad would say, Diane, don't jinx it. That was what he would say to her. It was hysterical. But so like you add the brace aspect to it, and the kids were horrible. But I mean, not only were kids horrible anyway, adults were horrible. It was very,
That's
it's really
fucking disappointing.
Yeah, because I think because we're just so used to everyone having to look normal that like anything that's like, we can't, what is that? And especially back in I'm young, so we'll say the 80s, but it wasn't the 80s. But I mean, they were like,
The very early 80s.
Yeah, they didn't know how to handle it. And I mean, I wrote a show years ago called The Special Bus. Like that, I mean, it was just a comedy. Because that, I mean, honestly, and I'm not, the special bus would pick me up for school, which was kids who were met, because I mean, I don't know what they do now, but the kids who had like severely mentally retarded or like, and I mean, like, who now, need special care, but then it was just like school system. And then,
throw them all together.
Throw them in the mix.
Yeah.
And there's video. I mean, now that I think of it, there's a video of my mom, me hobbling out to the, and this is, you want to hear something? I never even thought of this. I can't believe I didn't put this in the show. Do you want to hear, even amongst, I was going to say something really horrible, even amongst the mentally retarded, they were still mad at me because I always had to sit in the front seat because of my leg. I couldn't fit in the back seat and bend it to fit the other kids. So even amongst kids on the special bus, they were mad at me.
Even
I couldn't catch a
mad at
break.
you.
They were mad at me. I was like, but it just was
You
a
just
very.
couldn't win, Billy.
I couldn't win, which is, I love that. I'm like everybody wins except for Billy, which is like a joke we say at the clubs. But I mean, it was fine. You don't know any better. You just keep moving forward because what else are you gonna do? So
how old were you when you took that off of your legs?
I think I was like 7, or I can't remember if I had to get into it when I was 6. I was little. I had to learn how to re-walk because when I was because I walked like when I was a baby and stuff, like that was all. But then my mother noticed me not walking and crawling again. She was like, "What's happening?" And that was when I think that was maybe around, I don't know, 4 or 5. I was like, why is he? So there's a time frame, I don't remember, I asked my mother, but that they put me in the brace because they realized, oh, it's not working. because I was in like, kindergarten and first grade, and like,
Okay.
I think it came off by maybe second grade, maybe I think it was
Okay.
off.
So you
So,
were young still.
Wow.
oh, I was young. Oh yeah. And my parents
Okay.
had to like lug me around, and it just, I mean, I had a brother and sister too. So of course they're like, this fucking kid needs all this attention, all this special care. Take him to the welder, get him some oil. It was like, oh my God.
The Tin Man.
Yeah,
it was
that's
sponsored by
what I was thinking, too.
WD-40. It's like, oh my God, enough
Oh
already.
my God.
But yeah, it was a
That's-
really, yeah. I mean, my memories of it are very, I guess I would say they're hard to think of, but I don't think of them because
Yeah.
I said too, no, but I'm not someone who sits and like, I remember, I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, yeah, people
Yeah.
sucked. I used to have to compete in track and field at school with their kids
Wow.
and lose. And like, because of course, how the fuck, and of course,
Right.
I'm running as fast as I can, and parents are like, oh, come on, let's get going. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
dragging
sorry. I
70
can't live up
pounds
to all
of
your
metal.
expectations.
Wow.
But my mother and father, they were like, fuck them. They didn't say that, but they were like, you're doing great. You keep, and I was like, okay.
Aw.
Good
So
for
yeah,
them.
yeah. But I
So
think
you
that's
had
what,
really
yeah.
They were annoyed with you, but
Yeah.
they made the best of it, and they still encouraged
They
you. That's
pretended.
good parents for lying to you that you're doing so good.
And they're still doing it. They're like, oh my God, oh, you went to work today. Oh, we're so proud of you, honey. It's the same.
I
thing.
need that kind of support too. You took a shower. Look at
Right.
you.
Someone brushed
You
their
are
hair.
really
It's
going
like,
places.
yeah. See, that's what my parents have been like, because they realized just if we keep them out of jail, this will be great. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, So yeah, but it was a bizarre. It was just I never talked about it. This show was the first time I ever talked about it. My friends in Provincetown who've known me since I was 19, 20. They were like, you doctor, those pictures aren't real. You doctored those. I was like, no, it's me. Those are not
No,
you.
that's me. You just don't know about this part of my life.
Yeah. The
I just
big
don't talk about
boot is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I can't wait
Find the picture.
to post it because it's like the angle that it's shot at too makes it look like 50 times bigger than it probably was.
But it was.
Yeah, well, he did that for sympathy. He got the right angle.
Yeah.
My left leg, which was fine, had to have a sole on the shoe like this because the other side, the metal went all. It was metal. Yeah, because it was just like. I mean, and
nightmare.
But what's interesting about this, you can look this up too. My doctor was Dr. Pappas, who was the Red Sox doctor, which, I mean, there's like auditoriums and fields. Because he was a really amazing doctor.
A really well-known doctor.
And and my mother fought to have, and he took it on okay, to see how do we fix this? Because there was no blueprint.
Right.
He just was like, I think this will work. If we do this, and over the years they adjusted.
So you
the
had
braces.
this famous Red Sox doctor, but you still had your grandfather still welded
leather cowhide.
It takes a village, and they said he's not.
So was this 1930? What was? How old are you, Billy?
36.
80s, honey. I think this is a stretch.
That's why the time frame never lines up. It's like, wait a minute, this doesn't. Wait,
doesn't match. Doesn't match.
I am older, but it was a collective effort. My mom could tell.
It takes a village.
Takes a village. My mom talks about because my dad's diabetic. When she first went to this medical center now, which is like this city now back home, she remembers going there, and they drove and parked right there, and there's one person at the desk, and like, hey, oh hi Diane, and now it's this. I couldn't.
Wow.
It's it takes up like blocks and blocks, and mom was like, we used to drive right here, and my doctor was there, and my dad's doctor. It was just
they used to take their horse and buggy and sleigh up there and drag you on a sleigh behind
literally, it just was a mess
with your big boots sticking up in the air.
Assholes. No one's angry. No, it was crazy, but I mean, it made me. I don't know. It all is the building blocks to make everything now.
Right.
To handle shit. To do. I don't know. So I wouldn't change one day. I'm like I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, fuck it. Like, that's where it gets messy. It's like, well, if I
Yeah.
change, nah, just leave it alone.
Because then you don't know what it's gonna butterfly effect. It
No,
change.
no, I don't want any of that.
And
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the best things, like one of Billy's sayings that I love, and I have a comedian that I love, Greg Fitzsimmons, and he says a similar thing. He always says, I pulled my way, I climbed my way to the middle. He's like,
I love it. Aim for the middle.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah,
and you
it's
say
on my Twitter.
aim for the middle. Yep.
Aim for the middle.
And I love that because it's like,
Love it.
you're just good enough, you're just liked enough, you're just busy enough, you have just enough money to just be in the middle.
Aim for the middle. There's nobody there and there's plenty of money. And my favorite part of the middle, which I only have recently sort of started seeing, is that, you know, I'd see friends on television shows and I'm always trying to help people. Like it's my worst quality. I'm like, oh, let's do this. Let's get a group of people together. And it's so much fucking work. And then I'm like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Just do your, like, that's why this first show I was like, just you, so you could handle the whole narrative. But when I say in the middle, you see these people when they're on their way up, and then you see them when they're
on their way down. Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, honey. And I have learned to be just consistent. I'm always open to trying new things and having bigger things happen. But I'm like, I'm happy. I love my little house. I love my friends, and I can do things that I don't know, that I do whatever I want. And it's like, what else do you need? Like,
right.
You know,
exactly. That is the dream.
That is
honestly.
the dream.
You literally just described what the dream is for me anyway. Like, I don't, who wants the like manic, depressive rise and fall and bipolar, like ups and downs? And
I can't.
I mean,
it's too much.
Sure, but yeah,
no,
I'm too much. I like
it's too much.
Steady,
it's too much.
happy, in control, free.
Billy and I don't know each other super well, but I've been to enough events and I've seen you perform, and I know you enough to know that you like to be like, oh, I waited to the last minute. Oh, I did. You are always on time. You are always there. You fucking perform the shit out of everything you do, and you just own it. And like every event, like listeners, if you live in LA, follow him on Instagram. Every event is super fun that you host. You always take care of the people that show up, and you're like such a great host. You're the best.
Thanks.
Wow.
I do love doing it. I love hosting. That is like my, I just want to host stuff. Here's the idea. Yeah. And I just on the phone before this, I said, okay, here's some new names for this new idea that I'm thinking up, that I'm like, oh, I can finally do this. I have a space for it now, because I needed a big space. So I was like, everything else was too, you know, it's just everything I do is so elaborate lately. I'm just like, you know, but whatever, it's fine. But thank you. I do love hosting, and I love people feeling that way, because I've been yelling at so many people lately because they're just fucking up my shit. I'm just like,
no,
like,
you're the best.
I'm just like, let me do my thing. If I need help, I'll, like, you know, it drives me crazy.
I didn't tell Kelly about your show at all. I just said, you have to come with me to see the show. And there was the night of the blackout. Which like the whole block went out of power. Yeah. And Kelly was there for, like, you told a few stories in the dark. Yeah. And Kelly was like, oh, I'm coming back. Like, I'm picking up what he's putting down. Like, I'm coming back, you know? I'm in.
Yeah.
So
Timmy and Brian saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, before we start our games really quick, I just want to know.
Yes.
We know now about you as a kid and growing up. How are you quickly as a student?
Oh, terrible. I hated school. Yeah. I hated school.
And you said you were taught, because we also asked, like, did you ever bang a teacher? And you're like, oh God, no, they were all nuns.
Nuns. My parents moved me out of public school, I think in the 5th grade. Okay. Brought me to private school. My brother and sister. My sister always was in private schools, but my brother and I had done public schools for a while. But I had a terrible teacher for the 1st grade, and then again for the 3rd grade. But my 2nd grade teacher, Helen Borak, was this. There's pictures. I have a picture of it too, on the paper. When she retired, my 2nd grade class was the last year. I wrote to her. We corresponded for years until she died. Like 20 years. I mean, like.
So you were a terrible student, but much beloved by teachers.
By some teachers, accurate? Yeah. Some teachers.
By some teachers, the ones who got you.
Right. Oh, she got me. Helen, I loved her, Helen. But yeah, I mean, teachers, I was terrible in school. And in high school was no better. I got expelled my senior year. They had to bring me back because of student support.
But didn't you get expelled? Wasn't it like a miscommunication or something? Can you
My
just
mother,
quickly tell
my
that
mother was.
story?
I don't know if I can quickly do anything anymore. I left school. I had stomach issues my whole life, and I left school one day because I was like really in pain. But then once I left school, it would diminish, which was normal because my stomach would just. And when I came home, my mother was like, "Well, are you home?" And my father had to leave work to come get me. My mother was bullshit, and she called the headmaster. Was like, "What are you letting him out of school for? He's not even sick. He's having tea in his bedroom." And I was having tea. I'm like, "Mom, what the fuck?" Bedroom. I literally was like sitting tea reading. And I was like, "Mom,
which is a fine thing to do if you're feeling sick."
I mean, I'm just like, my mother had it, so now I went back to school, and
she's like, first it's the leg, now it's his stomach.
It's the whole thing. So like the headmaster called me in, I was like, I'm not listening. And I walked out of his. I'm not fucking listening to this from you. And walked out. You're expelled. I don't care. I left school like, and I was flying to Europe after high school anyway. So I said, fine, I'll fly to Europe a month early. It was like. And then they brought me back, but my mother was like, "Oh, he really was sick." I was like deathly sick in Italy, and came back, and they were like, "Oh, he needs surgery. He's got gastro," and they did all this. Oh yeah, and then my mom was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Yeah, now you fucking believe me, don't you?"
Yeah, you got me expelled.
Oh my God,
but they brought me back, but it was like, "Are you kidding?" Like the headmaster said, so many students and teachers were like, "You gotta." Bring him back. You got to bring him back. It's his senior year, and I was like, I don't care. Nice. Like, yeah, it was cute.
Leave me alone.
And you're like, I really don't. You're like, I was actually fine with the decision. Yeah.
Bye, everybody. I mean, by that time, honestly, though, by that time, I had learned from school how to be in any situation, any clique, any group, I knew how to go, because and that is honestly between my mother and school. That's how I learned to be a host. Because it's like I hire a lot of people to host things, or I try to, but it's so rare that you find someone who can go into any situation, any group of people, and communicate with them and relate and talk to anybody. And I'm like that everywhere. And that's why people like here working everywhere. I'm like, yeah, because I can literally go to like Orange County and everyone is having a good time, and everyone feels seen, and it's cozy, and it's like, because it's for a moment in time. Like I don't have to live with these people, and it helps. It really does help other people sort of see something different, and they're not going to see that if you go with like your agenda. Here's my agenda. Bitch, my agenda is for me and my friends and my life. I'm working. Like, what do we need to do? You want to have fun? Let's have cocktails. Let's raise money for something. All that shit. But that's why, because high school and grade school, because I wasn't a jock, obviously. And like, when I went to school, I told you, there was a girls' side and a boys' side. They were separate. And every day I would just go play with the girls, and I'd get in trouble. You're detention. Okay. And I'd sit and read in detention. Am I done here? Great. It was like, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get hit. You're going to get, great. Do your worst. I couldn't care less. And they were like, this fucking kid's just ambivalent about everything. Like, and it's, it's the same thing now.
But I think that, what it sounds like is your parents were really supportive, and so they accepted you for who you were. So you knew you weren't going home to like a big freak out. Yeah. You were probably just like, Billy, stop getting in trouble in school. It makes us look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of that. But my mother's a loose cannon too. My dad is level-headed, like, let's all try to get, my mom and I are like, whose house are we burning down? I will fucking stab someone. It's like very Italian. But yeah, it was, that's just, I don't know. That was school. I hated school. I never liked it. It was never
we're taking you back to school right now.
We have 4 classes for you to attend. Are you ready?
Okay. Where's my clipboard?
Get your
I got it.
Get your pink clipboard and
let me get dressed for school. Let me get dressed for school.
There she is.
Listen, it's just
should we take a little screenshot for our Instagram?
Vintage white osprey. Anyone can get this if they have thousands of dollars, or a friend's dead grandmother. Those are the 2 things.
Gorgeous.
Okay, is this good? Did we get a screenshot? Did you already get it?
We got a screenshot. Yeah.
Awesome. I wasn't even posed.
Okay, pose. Do it again.
Okay, here's the pose.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, shit. What was it? 1, 2, 3.
It's 3. It's 3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. We did it.
I wasn't moving. All right.
Beautiful Osprey.
Okay, so
I'm
I
leaving
think
the
we should get one of mine out of the way.
Okay.
Because one
Okay.
of mine's
Go
going to
ahead.
be the most painful of.
Oh God.
I-
Oh
Okay.
God. Why are we doing the bad thing first?
So
This
let's
is
just
vodka.
get it.
This is vodka. We're fine.
Good.
go.
That was
There you
that
go.
was the correct move.
Let's just get
Okay.
this over with.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Billy,
Okay.
believe
Yeah.
it or not, you
Yeah.
said you've never legally passed math on your own, and you are
No.
not the first guest who illegally on this show has passed math. We had a
Oh,
guest
yeah.
That's some
pay someone,
illegal math.
hire someone to get through math for them. Okay?
Wow. Yeah.
Not
That's
who
crazy.
you would expect too, like
Right.
really kind of prim and proper, cute girl, right?
Jackie
Oh.
It was Jackie.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Would
So-
not have thought. But
Shit.
she's a devious one.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm
Okay.
just gonna pay someone to do this. Well, she didn't.
She said
She
may
said
or
she
may
may or
not
may
have.
not have paid someone.
She
She
said
doesn't want to be
she
legally
allegedly-
bound to this
Allegedly.
admission.
Oh, I
Yeah.
cheated. Yeah, I would just
Yeah.
cheat. I just cheated. Like I'd write
I
stuff,
love it. You
little
do it on
piece
your
of paper.
hand, or what was your favorite
And-
cheating method?
We used to scribble on rocks because I was so old. So we was. No, I'm,
It's like, do you know the best?
Scribble on rocks.
The best
with
way
like a
I
piece of
ever-
flint, or
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
just like charcoal?
Charcoal.
From after you
Yeah.
ate at the campfire.
no,
for
I would cheat
breakfast.
sheets, little tiny square cheat sheets, like
The best I ever cheated, I wore overalls. And I
Oh, yeah.
pulled it out and I put an index card right at the boobs and I
Oh.
pulled it so I could see right into my boobs
Yeah.
and cleavage. Best thing I ever
Wow. That's brilliant. I didn't have boobs or cleavage, so I had to just
Yeah.
improvise. I would tuck it into my sleeve, on my
Mhm.
cuff of my sweater, and then just sit there and you're writing on your desk. It's you just have to sell it. It's
did.
it's
You
the
have to
whole.
sell it.
Is that anybody? You don't dart. You just do
No.
your thing. Write it down. Look at someone else's paper quick. Got it.
It's
my
kind of like
goal-
when you see someone at Trader Joe's that you don't want to acknowledge, so you just look straight through them.
Oh yeah, you just pretend you're really interested in frozen
Yeah.
pineapple.
You're not like, where can I look? I look like right through them.
You're looking
and
at
so
that.
I look through them that if they go, hi, I'm like, oh my God, I
Okay.
didn't see you. But like also they can get away with not looking at me because they can see
Okay.
that I'm
because they're
glazed
doing the
over.
same thing. Just
Mhm.
Yeah.
two glazed ships in the night
Right.
passing. Yeah.
That's
Right.
brilliant.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I cheated through math. All right, so how? I mean, so
Okay.
I can't.
All right,
We're gonna
guys.
play.
This
I'm
bitch is making
dying
us
now.
too
I'm
mad.
dying to know.
I'm upset.
No,
We're gonna play a game.
I'm already sweating. I'm so angry.
Yeah, Kelly
Okay.
likes this
Upset.
as much
Okay.
as you do. It's called Back to
I'm gonna
Basics
do-
with Billy.
I need a pen.
Okay.
I need a pen.
So,
Can I have a
Kelly-
pen?
I'm making sure it's
can-
still voice recording. We're good. Okay,
Great.
I made sure.
So I'm going to be the
Pro.
teacher. We're going
Okay.
to math with a game
Yeah.
called Back to Basics with Billy.
Hey,
So
Yeah.
Okay.
we're both going to answer this question. So write down the answer. We're going to do like Jeopardy style. Write down
Okay.
the answer. And
Yeah.
whoever gets it correct gets a point.
Okay.
First question is, what is pi? Not the actual number, not the 3-1. What
Oh, I
is
didn't
it?
know.
What is pi? Just write anything that you think pi is, and I'll take the best answer. What is pi?
Okay. Okay.
I'll tell
Okay.
you when Kelly's done. Kelly's just drawing circles.
I drew something. I was like, okay. Is it?
So,
I'll tell you.
Billy, what is it? Let me see what Billy drew.
Wait, I drew this thing right here. Can you see it? Isn't it like a?
That
squiggly
looks
line
like,
and
you know what
two
that looks
lines?
like? The icon when you want to put a link in your like Instagram
Yes,
story.
yes.
That's what that
Oh.
looks like.
Oh, I'm
That's
thinking
it's
a
pretty
thing
close,
like a.
though, to what it looks
Oh,
like.
but wait, it's
yeah.
this. No, it's this. Then it's that. It's this one. The second is that
Yes,
one.
that's what it. Yes, that's what it looks like.
It's more
That is
like
correct.
that. Yeah. Oh, and there's a
Yes.
dot or something. There's two dots.
No.
No.
There's nothing. That's what it looks like.
Don't add on.
Don't
Don't
add
add
anything to it.
Don't know.
And an
Kelly.
exclamation point and eyelashes. No. Let me
I
see.
did. It's
She
so
wrote
What
like a
the fuck?
Pac-Man.
It's like
Oh,
a-
a pie chart. No, that's
Okay,
not a
so-
pie chart.
I'll tell you what it is. This is pi is it has something to do with the circumference of a circle to the to the radius or the diameter
Yes.
of the
Oh,
circle.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it
relationship.
is.
Okay.
Oh.
Kelly
okay.
is correct, but I'm giving Billy a point for the picture. 'cause it was
Oh,
a beautiful
wow.
Picture, and it
A pity
was.
point.
It was.
No, I think you
It
were
was pi.
closer to the
Oh.
symbol than I was.
But
Oh,
Kelly,
okay.
Kelly gave us the definition.
What it is,
The definition
right.
is the ratio of the
Ratio
circumference of
of
a
the
circle
Yeah.
to the diameter,
diameter.
which is
Because
the
you
whole
have
Whole
to
thing
measure-
line.
across. So
right,
mine was
right.
incorrect. Yeah.
Right.
Not
You got to
the
measure.
little-
Right.
Not the radius
Yeah.
is the diameter.
Yeah.
So here I'll fix it.
Jesus. Okay. Thanks.
No,
I mean,
that's right.
I'll keep that
Right?
information.
Does that look
handy.
like a Pokeball?
It does
Yes,
a
it does
Pokemon
look like
ball, like that
Pokeball.
thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Question. Okay, I'm on it. Okay, that's
Okay,
question number one.
number
Got it.
2.
Yeah.
Whoever can write the most digits of pi, of the number pi, gets a point.
Well,
So write
Well,
down
that's
as
gonna
many
be-
digits that you
Well, I
remember
think Billy and I might be on the same page with this one. 'Cause
of pi.
I mean, I'm done. I can say
I'm done. Oh, I'm done.
Really?
Is it only I did 3 and 4. Isn't it only 3 and 4?
That
2 is there. but-
I may have actually won
thought-
this one.
Oh, Kelly gets a
Oh.
point.
Oh, it's 314. Oh, I didn't. Oh,
3.14.
I only got
You got
All
the
right.
3 and the
I'm
4.
gonna
You
add-
got the.
yeah.
Just remember
I just forgot the
for
1.
the future.
Just
When
remember
you
the next
need
time
to
you're
know-
in an online Zoom podcast math
Right.
class.
Someone says, "Okay, Jesus, all right, I feel bad." Okay, all right.
Okay.
So I have 1 pity point, and then
You have
that's
1
it.
pity point,
Wow.
and Kelly has a pity point and a half.
Okay.
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 What is the difference for both of you? Write this down. What
Okay.
is the difference between a circle and a disc? What is the difference between a circle and a disc? What is the difference between a circle and a disc?
Okay. I'm writing down the answer, but I don't know how to spell any of these words. I
Okay,
don't
so
think.
Billy, you can just say
Yes.
it out loud.
Okay. The difference between a circle and a disc, I put width, but I mean girth, isn't it? Which I know sounds perverse. And I know how to get points. But
I bet you know.
a disc is thin. A disc is thin, isn't it?
Interesting.
Where I don't know. I mean, I see it in my
So
head. So I'm like,
yours is
disc is
girth. Your answer is girth
and width.
related.
Girth related.
girth versus
Okay.
girth related or width related. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Kelly?
I don't know.
For me, it's the surface area of the space
Oh.
in between the circle. Like a circle could just be the outline, but the disc is like this area, like it covers the whole surface area between the
Wow.
circle.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Wow,
it.
I would
Like a
never. I
disc
just
is
thought
like
it was,
like a plate, and a circle. Your food would.
Let
fall
me
into
get
the
my
circle.
AOL free hour one out that
Yes.
I have and look at it.
Yes.
I thought like a compact disc is what I thought. I was like, I don't know. Like, okay, these are really great questions.
It's
by
geometry. It's geometry. So okay, let's switch it up a little and let's get to numbers. Okay.
Oh
Okay.
wow!
The way. Oh, good. Oh,
Good. Oh, good. This will be better.
This is kind of a
Good boy.
riddle.
A riddle. Great. We're doing this is new math. You fucking
Life's
whore.
a riddle. Like, literally, what kind of fucking math riddle do you have? Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Using only addition. So you can't do anything but addition.
Okay.
That's all I can do now.
How do you add 8 eights and get the number 1,000?
Ew.
Oh, I have.
Fucking
Ew.
no.
So
I
how do you
gotta
add
write-
8 eights?
What is that even? What?
Using
Okay,
only
wait.
addition.
Wait, there's 8 eights?
And yes, 8
Yeah,
eights
8 eights.
to get the number 1,000.
If there's you're
Okay.
telling me there's 8 eights and I can only add them. I can move them around
You
like
can move
like
them
the
around.
88 or
You
something.
can- yeah.
I'm moving
Alright,
around.
Fucking
Move them
whore.
around, baby.
Sorry, I keep calling you a whore, but it's really just it's.
I'm not
how-
mad
it's-
about
It's
it.
how this makes me
But
feel.
I don't.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know how you get that. What was the number I'm supposed to get?
1,000. So Billy, you can move them
Oh.
around. You can use an 8, an 88,
888.
888. You could do all sorts of 8s.
But you can only use
No.
8 of them.
Only 8 eights.
And you have to use all 8 of the 8s.
all 8 of the 8s.
Oh,
1, 2,
God,
3,
this
4,
is
5.
disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, I did that, but I
You
don't.
need to get
I
1,000.
added them. I got 94 as close as I could
Oh.
do.
Keep
94.
going.
I got 94.
Try a different way. Try a different way.
But I don't even understand. I don't even understand what you mean. You can
I'll give
only
you a
use 8
hint.
eights.
Tell-
Oh.
Start
Tell
with
him what to
Start
do.
with 888.
Oh.
And that's using 3 of the 8s.
And that's 3 of them. And then there's
Oh,
gonna
you're
be
saying.
5 more of them.
Oh, I thought you meant you take the 8 plus another 8 plus another. Okay, no. So
You'll
I'm gonna need.
get
Can I use a new sheet of paper?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a time limit on this?
I'll be
No.
here for like 2 more days.
No.
I'll just let you guys
let us
keep
go. Thank you
scrambling.
for letting us go.
I mean, okay, so I don't know how to do any of this. I don't think.
It's
I mean,
okay. You can do this.
I don't
Both
think
of you
so.
know now to start with 888.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, you hold on.
1, 2,
Let's
3,
see if
4,
Billy can
5,
get it.
6, 7, 8. I did it. Oh my God, I can't believe
Wait,
I did it.
maybe I
Thank
did.
you for
You can
believing
do
in me.
this, Billy. I believe in you. Okay?
I got-
Don't let
I got
those
nine-
nuns. You got what?
I got 920. Is that close?
Okay, so we're close.
I don't think you should have that.
How can we add like 80 to that? How
You
can
know
we add
what?
80 to
If
that?
I divide this by pi,
Yes, that's the move right there. Mm-hmm.
I'm giving Billy 10 more seconds to figure it out.
it's not gonna. It'll never. I mean, you gave me the hint.
You can also just guess.
You need to add 80 to that. So think about that and think about how you can rearrange your numbers a little bit.
I should probably have mentioned I'm dyslexic at some point during this math
Oh,
quiz.
that'll help.
Yeah, you should have
That's
maybe
fine.
told us that before we were writing these.
I never think about it. And do you know why I don't think about it? Because I have an accountant, so I don't have to think about it.
And you've never legally passed math.
Wait a minute, though.
And why
I'm
start
like-
today?
But you're using 8, so if you're dyslexic, you'll just switch the 8s and it's still an 8.
That's a
But I'm
good
not-
point, actually.
You
but
can't
well,
use
but
this as
there's
an
different
excuse.
types of dyslexia, though. I guess. Let's see what.
The gay kind of dyslexia.
Oh, then he can't do this.
No.
Because the minute I hear 8, I just think 8 inches, and I'm like, what are we
Yeah,
talking
we
about
were better
again?
with
And
the
I'm out.
girth of the discs.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
Billy, what do you
Yeah,
have?
tell me. I never got off of 920, but I did 888 plus 16 plus 16 because I thought 8 plus 8 is 16, and then
That is true, but you're only supposed to use 8.
So I thought it couldn't be a derivative of 8. It couldn't be.
Well, that would just be using it twice.
Doesn't follow directions.
But if he did 16, then he used 2 8s.
Are you saying that does not follow directions often disturbs class?
Right,
That's all I got.
that's what's happening.
Yes,
It's like,
that's
nah,
how
no.
we're going to write you up for this podcast episode.
Fuck. I mean,
Kelly, explain to Billy what
Okay.
you did, and let's see.
Kelly's
if
a
you got it right.
genius. Kelly's a genius. There, I've said it.
Thank you so much.
She's
I
okay.
accept that.
She's okay.
888 plus 88 is 976. Plus
Okay.
8 is 984. Plus 8 is 992. Plus 8 is 1,000.
That is correct.
So you start with
Wow.
888, then 88,
Oh, I see.
and then do a series of 3, just adding 8.
Oh, you can only add, so you can't. I was adding the 8s together and then getting more numbers. Like, so, yeah. Because, see, I did this one. I thought I was very clever by writing all the 8s and then writing them.
look
at
Wow, look at his, like, neat
Yeah, I tried.
chart. Oh, wow.
I tried to do I'm like, okay, so that 94.
I mean, ultimately that could have worked
It could have
though,
worked.
because he did
Oh.
the 8 plus 8.
He did.
Like
Just
if he kept
together.
going, if at some point he added 88, he may have gotten it.
That's what I
yeah.
kept saying.
I would have
You're
never
eight-
gotten
I
it.
kept saying you're 80 something behind, so do something with that.
I didn't
But
get it.
Didn't
help.
click. No.
I didn't understand the assignment.
It didn't
so
get through the Osprey hat.
This hat. This hat is gorgeous. My friend
It's gorgeous.
Moses
Stunning.
gave it to me, and it came in a hat box.
As it
Ooh.
should.
I don't want to brag about my life any more than I have to. I should have brought more hats today. Just worn hats all day, but I only have this one.
Okay.
Can I take it
That's a
off?
good
Or it's
one.
hot. Is it okay?
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
I wear it once a year. I wore it to I was hosting at the
Beautiful.
Eagle, and I walked in wearing all white. And they
Beautiful.
were like, "Bitch, you're crazy." But yeah,
I love it.
Okay.
All right, last
Well,
math question.
Oh,
We're still
good. There's
doing
more.
this.
Jesus
Last
fucking Christ. Okay,
Right.
no
Math
one's angry.
question.
Okay, I got it.
What is an irrational number?
Get the
Best
fuck outta
answer.
here.
Best answer wins. Just whatever you need to write. Show me something. What is an irrational number?
An irrational number.
An
What
irrational
is
number.
An irrational number.
I've got it.
Anything
Is a
you
nu-
can think of.
I mean, I
Anything
have my
you got.
answer. I've got it.
Okay.
Go
It's
ahead.
Kelly-
Kelly, you got yours?
I don't have anything.
Oh, are you
But I
doing
don't
that
need
because
to,
you feel?
I don't
You
need to
are-
have anything. I'm not going to get it right.
Yeah, but you've already won, is what you're saying. I don't even need to answer this because Billy only has
No,
one pity
she
point.
doesn't know.
No,
what
it's
it is.
it's coming from a place of
I don't know.
fuck that.
She's shutting
I'm
down.
shutting down.
She's shutting
Yeah.
down.
I put number 7.
Oh,
Ah!
that is an irrational
What?
number. I think he's right.
It's
Hold
right
on.
there. Number
Oh,
7.
she has
It's
a
on my
tattoo
arm.
of 7. I love it.
Oh my God, that's not the answer I was looking for, but 100% you are correct. 7 is an irrational number.
Okay,
But I
first of
don't-
all, what were you looking for?
I was looking for the
Right.
definition
Okay.
of an irrational number.
Why is 7 an irrational number?
Because nothing can go into
Because-
it, or nothing. It's right. You can't
You can't divide it or something.
divide it or multiply it into something, or what? No, it's not a derivative of itself or something. Is it?
You
something
can't get a
like
prime number. It's not a prime. It's a prime number. It is a prime number.
All right.
that? Is it a prime number? Is it Optimus prime number? Did somebody say 8? Oh, okay, never mind.
An irrational number is any
Yep.
number that cannot be written as a fraction of whole numbers.
Oh, like 4.
So it's like an
4.
odd number.
I think it's like an odd number, but it's like it must be a lower odd number because I feel
Oh.
like at some point you could probably divide
Because you can do like a
bigger
multiple.
odd numbers or
of it.
multiples.
Oh.
So,
That's
What a
interesting.
pointless thing to have thought of. You know,
it's a
like
pointless thing.
Oh,
It's a
But no, I love
pointless
it.
thing.
And I didn't know that 7 was an irrational number when I had it tattooed on my arm. I just loved the number 7.
but
I
it
always
makes
have.
sense.
But now I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like it's an irrational number. Of course, it's on my arm. Like that's brilliant. Okay.
Amazing. Wow, you
Okay.
guys really nailed math. That was it. Back to the basics
Oh
with
my
Billy.
God.
Math is over. We could breathe. We can move on. We're all good.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Wow. School
job,
in session.
guys.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Math was not my. No.
Yeah.
I
It's not
I
fun.
can't even. I never graduated college. So I needed to take 3 math courses, and I was like, no thanks, and I left.
No, thank you.
I know.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
A lot
I
of
support
people,
that.
like I've.
It has ruined a lot of people's like college
Yeah.
careers.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! I had a client recently, a younger girl who's very smart, but she just like couldn't pass the math, and it was for like a psychology degree. She
Oh
wanted to be a
God.
counselor, and they were
Oh.
making
Yeah.
her take
Math.
statistics or something,
Why?
and she could not pass
Yeah,
it.
I
I'm like,
can't. Yeah.
hey honey, as a therapist you'll never need this, you need to
Yeah.
cheat somehow. I
Right.
just
Yeah,
finally told
cheat.
her like you got to find a way to cheat.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because I mean, I
Because-
never. Yeah.
You don't
No.
need it.
You don't need
No,
it.
you don't need it.
You don't need it.
Well, that's why when I was in school, you're going to walk around with a calculator in your hand all the time. And it's just so hysterical to have cell phones. It's like, well, yeah, that is exactly what we're going to be doing. Like,
actually.
100%.
so weird. But it's like, it's
so
bizarre.
weird.
Yeah,
Remember
it's
those
so weird.
calculators with all those insane
The
functions.
T1.
Yeah,
80,
I never-
whatever it was.
I couldn't do any of it. I was like, no, thank you. Geometry class, any of it. And people,
It was
people
so
would,
hard.
oh, it was so hard. I mean, I hated it. I learned my times table because my parents locked me in the house one summer until I learned them from Mrs. Cooney. She made me learn them, and it would quiz me and drill them into my head. And I still remember them. Not 12s. I never got to 12s.
Yeah.
There's one that I never
12s are
learned.
hard.
There's one I never learned. I think it was 12s. They never.
12s are
I
hard.
never
12s.
11's
They never
the
fuck the
easiest.
12s.
Yeah,
They never
11's the
taught me
easiest.
12s. It's
No,
not my-
never-
it's not my
yeah.
And
fault.
9's good for the finger trick.
Oh, I love the 9th, the finger trick with the 9s.
I don't know what
Yeah,
the finger trick is.
Oh, the finger trick with the 9s. Hold up your fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say you want to do.
I'll hold this to your
Say
mouth.
you want to
Oh,
do.
the lights changed. Yeah.
Say you want to do 3 times 9.
Right.
So you would go.
27, but yeah.
You would go. Yeah. So you would go 1, 2,
Take down your third
3.
finger.
Take down your third finger.
Okay.
What's left? These 2, and then 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if
So
these
weird.
are still
27.
up. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
27. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 27.
that
But is it
work?
But it
27?
works for the
Everyone.
whole, all of them. So say you want to
Oh.
do 4. So you go 1, 2, 3,
2,
4.
3.
Put down the 4th finger. What's left is 1, 2, 3, and then 6. 36.
1, 2, 3. Okay. 36. Yeah, I know it in my
Isn't
head,
that
though.
fun?
That one's. I
Right,
mean,
but
fun.
if you didn't,
I don't know if the word's
I just
fun.
think it's cool.
I'm fixing
Okay,
the-
maybe it's not fun, Billy. You're right. Maybe it's not fun because math is not fun. But I think that
can't.
one's interesting.
I'm
and
sorry
weird.
it wasn't fun enough for you.
Oh, no, many times math has been, I say, oh, how can we have fun with math? Is a question I've asked myself for years, and we're answering it today.
Sometime I think on New Year's Eve I'm gonna
Make
like,
everyone
hey
do
guys,
that. Everyone.
just to really.
Who knows what an irrational number is?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I
Really
remember
do.
in
Oh, it's great.
like 11th grade or something, we started doing, I think we talked about this with my friend Justin, who was on the show a while back, because we were in class together, Algebra
Yeah.
2. We both, at some point, we were doing fine, literally doing fine in the class, hated it, but
Yeah.
like doing okay. And then
Yeah.
we got to, it wasn't irrational numbers, it was imaginary numbers. And when we got to imaginary numbers, I remember Justin and I like looked at each other and fucking put our heads down on the desk and we're like, I am out.
I'm out.
I'm done.
I don't.
Not doing it.
It's just weird.
And I tapped out. Never did
Yeah.
math again.
That was it. No, I don't like it. I have a hard time with it. I do it out. I have to write everything down. I count with my fingers. Let's say the nuns would say, the ruler, don't count with your fingers. Why?
Why?
I mean, they're mine. Why can't I?
Right.
You want to be doing this when you're in a business meeting? I'm like, yeah, I do it all the time now.
Yeah.
What do I care? Someone's like, you're using your fingers. Yeah, fuck you, I'm using my fingers. What do I care?
Yeah.
But people, it's all whatever. But I mean, I do have an accountant, thank God. I just, he says, like, what is it? Here you go.
Just take care of it, figure it out. Just I don't want to get in trouble, whatever you do.
Yeah, that's how Judy Garland lost her money. Well, that and gay husbands who were gambling and all that other nonsense. I've got to turn my lights are all pink right now because it defaults to at 4 o'clock soft lighting. Is it okay?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was too dark. I couldn't,
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's good.
Oh,
No,
gorgeous.
that's
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Where are we going,
Well,
pals?
Well, talking about nuns, talking about your teachers.
Sure.
Nuns,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about Catholic saints, female
okay.
Catholic saints.
Oh,
okay.
God. I don't
okay.
know any of that. I love that you asked the Jewish person.
I know, right? It's like I don't. I mean, there's not
so
a
many
lot
of them. There's so many of them.
I just figured there was more men.
There's so many saints. There's a lot of female. There are a lot of female saints. There are mostly men, but there still are a lot of females.
Great.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
We're going to talk about someone who's not actually yet a saint. I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh.
Billy, your first question is about a woman named Dorothy Day.
Okay.
So Dorothy Day, she's probably soon going to become a saint, says the Catholic Church. She was a writer and editor who lived in New York during the Depression. And she founded a newspaper called The Catholic Worker that grew into a voice for the poor during the Great Depression.
Okay.
So she was a driving force in what became a movement, and her unwavering advocacy for charity and pacifism made her controversial at times. Yet her work among the poorest of the poor made her an admired example of a deeply spiritual person, actively engaged in addressing society's problems. Anyway, no one had really heard of her until Pope Francis, when he addressed the U.S. Congress in September of 2015, she was one of the people that he named as like one of his like inspiring people.
Oh wow! Okay.
So yeah, so she was pretty cool, and so she's hasn't been like canonized yet or whatever the word is.
Yeah, canonized is the word.
Be, right? Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna ask you a question. Which one of these things were not true of Dorothy Day's life? Which one of these things? So 2 are true. Tell me the thing that's not true about her.
Okay.
A, she was a bohemian, unmarried mother who lived in Greenwich Village.
Ooh.
B, she had an abortion. Or C, she had a divorce. All these things are like not okay by Catholic standards.
Well, and
she was super influential and is probably going to be the same.
What's the one that's not true?
Which is the one that's not true? So 2 of those things are true.
The abortion. She didn't have an abortion.
No, she did have an abortion.
Wow.
And apparently it devastated her, but she did have an abortion. She probably she was 4.
Yeah.
And
and
she was a bohemian, unmarried mother living in Greenwich Village. The thing that was not correct is that she never had a divorce. She never got married.
She never got married.
Never got married.
You know what? That makes more. I just thought, no, there's no way she had an abortion. But you know, I mean, because she's clearly a lesbian. I mean,
possibly. Possibly.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Right?
I wouldn't live in New York, but yeah, a lesbian saint. Well, the Catholic Church doesn't. They don't have any gay people in the Catholic Church.
So it has come out that she had an abortion, that she was an unmarried mother, or whatever. But that's the thing that they're hiding.
Right, they're hiding.
They're hiding that she was a lesbian. Yeah.
It's so bizarre to me. Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay.
Interesting though, right? I never heard of her, but I'm like, that's
that's really good for her. Okay, wow.
All right,
everyone's afraid of God. Okay. Yeah. Is there only one? Do you have more saints? Oh no, I'm ready. I love it.
We have more saints. Yeah, Lindsay, the next question is for you.
It's not math.
No, it's not math, my God. And it's mostly multiple choice, so we're in the clear. Therese Newman, have you heard of her? Therese Newman von Konnersruth.
Sorry.
She's a German Catholic mystic and stigmatic. Do you know what that is?
The things. The stigmata. Yeah. On your hands. The stigmata is when...
Give Billy a point. But
Give me a
do
bad
explain
point.
it.
But stigmata is when you bleed from your hands and your
Yes.
feet, because where Christ was nailed into the cross.
Exactly. So people
Sexy.
who are like really
Yeah.
devout, sometimes they'll get, and there's
Marks or
marks, or
Yeah.
sometimes they'll bleed, or they'll just
Bleed.
get marks, and
Yeah.
is it true? Is it not? I don't know. People say they've seen it. Some,
Got
who
it.
knows?
Got it.
It's a whole
Got
thing.
got what it is.
Yeah. So Therese, or Teresa,
Yeah.
from 1927 until her death in 1962, was said to have never done what? From 1927
Poppers.
until 1962.
Poppers. Okay, sorry, no way.
That is correct. She did not do poppers. I'm pretty sure.
You need
A,
to say
Lindsay,
that.
she never spoke. B, she never ate or drank anything. Or C, she never stopped bleeding.
Wow. I'm gonna say she never spoke.
That is
Yeah, I have
incorrect.
to
Billy,
agree.
chance to steal. She never
No,
ate
I
or
was gonna
drank
say-
anything, or she never stopped
No.
bleeding.
How do you never eat or drink anything?
And how do you never stop bleeding?
How do you never stop
I
bleeding?
mean, that's why I'm like, she never
Which
stopped
one
bleeding.
is she said to have done?
Oh.
Oh, she
Said
Never
to
stopped
have
bleeding.
never. No, incorrect.
She
She
kept
never ate or drank anything.
For how many years?
Apparently.
That's a bold. For how many
27 to
years?
62, I don't know, like 40 years.
No.
35 years. That's
First
what
of
they
all,
said. Although, listen,
No. Yeah. I
what
don't
there
believe
is
it.
one, there is, either of you can guess. Bill, you might know this. There is one thing she is said to have eaten. The only thing she ate during that
Dirt.
time. Only thing she said to have eaten.
Christ, blood, Christ, the blood of Christ, the cracker.
I want to say
Yes, the Eucharist.
the Eucharist. No, I want to say she ate
That is
pie.
correct. You got it
That
right.
way, it ties us into our math quiz too. But
Very
I know
good.
you do that. She ate pie. No,
She ate
she
pie.
only, she only ate the body of Christ. The Eucharist.
Yeah. Give yourself
the-
a point, Lens. That was one of my questions.
Wow.
Dumb.
God,
I know. Well, there was
Yeah.
some guy named Dr. Otto Buchinger who, like,
Okay.
people studied her because they're like, everyone's like, yeah, fucking right.
You're right.
She's not
You're a
eating or
liar.
drinking anything.
Yeah.
Liar.
So, they were said to have observed her for a period of, people would observe her for a period of
She
Sure.
would
time.
have had to eat so many
Who
body
knows?
of Christ to get the
Yeah,
calories.
literally.
And not to drink any water.
To wash it down,
Dr.
right.
Otto Buchinger apparently
Yeah.
observed her for some period of time and said, "I must declare that despite all care and watchfulness, we were unable to arrive at any conclusion or explanation as to the fasting of Teresa Newman, or as to the phenomenon of stigmata. There is no indication that hysteria is here at work. What we can conclude but that in the truly devout stigmatist of Connersnest, there is, whether we like it or not, something spiritual which causes these phenomena. All honor to our science and its methods, but there is something at work which defies rational explanation."
No. Boo!
I don't know. No. Lying bitch. No, I don't-
Liar.
and they want to make her a saint.
She is
Yeah.
a saint.
Ah, God.
This was like the 20s.
I guess we could
Yeah,
all
she's
be
a-
a saint.
Yeah, but see,
Liar.
she's literally sneaking chicken wings and stuff.
Yes,
Like
totally.
she was wearing overalls. She was wearing overalls.
She was wearing
Look at my
overalls,
hands.
Stuffing it in.
She was eating
Yeah.
chicken wings out of her
100%.
cleavage.
Yes.
I can't.
So,
I
Billy,
yeah.
the next
Yeah.
question is for you, and it's
Oh.
regarding this phenomenon of
Okay.
saints not eating or drinking.
Okay.
Wikipedia calls it anorexia mirabilis, also known as holy anorexia, or
Holy
in-
anorexia.
or holy anorexia. That's my
Anorexia.
new exclamation.
That's my
That's-
drag name.
Holy anorexia. That's my new drag name. That's brilliant.
Or in
Holy.
edia prodigiosa. They also
Wow.
sometimes are called, these people are called the fasting girls.
Oh.
It's an
Oh.
eating disorder,
Cool.
similar to that of anorexia nervosa, that was common in, but not restricted to, the Middle Ages in Europe, largely affecting Catholic nuns and religious women. Self-starvation was common among religious women. Billy, your question is why? Was it A, as a way to imitate the suffering of Christ? B, it caused them to hallucinate, at which times they would see
Oh.
visions of Christ, who was basically their only possible boyfriend.
Whoa.
Or
Yeah.
C, to fit into a smaller coffin to save money.
Oh my God, get out of here.
You know I want to say C, but since I need 1 point, I'm not going to, but I want to say that so bad. Like, I just want to look good while I'm in my coffin. It's like, I need something it's literally like
something
a 2x4.
slimming.
And you're in your coffin, like, I feel great. My God, she looks thin. It's like, okay. I'm going to say A, to imitate Christ. The suffering of
That
Christ.
is correct.
Yeah.
Yep,
They used to
absolutely.
rip
It's like the
themselves,
self-flagellation.
It's
right.
all just
So-
like, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
That's my extra credit question, actually. So women were
God.
largely restricted to causing themselves voluntary pain by like celibacy and fasting.
Yeah.
Like that's what the nuns were doing, right?
uh,
So then it was,
So
but then
stupid.
also there's also another type of suffering that was often more attributed to the holy men. What would they do besides celibacy? Which do they ever do that?
They
and
don't.
What else? What's that? What
They would whip
is-
themselves with oak leaf, or no, tree branches, or like, or
Yes.
there's also, they did cat and nine tails. You know, there's, well, not,
Yes.
yeah, they'd, but it was
Yes.
called something. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, but they would whip themselves with stuff. I knew a lesbian.
Self-flagellation.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
And
I knew
there's
a
one
lesbian
more
back
thing.
Oh, they used
No,
to
wait.
do?
Tell me about the lesbian.
No, she used to.
We want to tell us about the lesbian.
This lesbian worked at like a spa, and her job was in like a sauna. She would like, not
Whip you with cat o'
hit-
nine tails?
no, with like cypress, or like but she would use balsam fir sometimes, and she would like,
Oh, wow.
and she would do that to
Very
women.
Christmassy.
That's why, for the
It's
season.
for
you know,
Christmas. Yeah, for the Jesus is the reason for the season.
Right.
They
They
used
also
to. Yeah, what is that? I can't remember. I'm trying to think. I mean, I remember. I know this. The whipping.
yeah, you got that. The whipping. I like you. You even you got that.
Yeah, 'cause
whole
it's
motion
all-
of it and
it's-
everything.
I'm gonna guess edging.
Lindsay, explain edging.
I
Well,
want like
Here we go.
just
Here we
getting
go.
so close to coming.
Uh-huh.
But like Jesus wouldn't want me to do it.
Oh,
That's
no.
probably true,
Right?
But
Yeah.
they wore
It's-
something called hair shirts, or so it was like.
Oh, shirts made of
or,
hair. Yeah.
It was also
yeah.
called, what was it called?
Oof, terrible.
Sackcloth.
Sweat?
No, it was to be
Itchy.
uncomfortable
Comfortable.
all the time. So it was like
Oh.
shirts made of hair, or sometimes they would have like
Yeah.
twigs
Oh.
and things sticking in it, so like
Yeah.
that you would wear, and you would just constantly be uncomfortable. Isn't that
They want you
Well,
suffering.
They
Yeah.
want you-
It's insane.
Jewish people do similar things. Like we
That's
have
why-
the
yeah,
thing.
that's-
Well, yeah.
And they're
There's
very
some similarities
hairy.
between
Yeah.
Catholicism.
Yeah.
It's really
suffering.
so. Oh yeah, my grandmother, and when we were in church, if we crossed our legs, oh my God, she'd go nuts. Uncross your legs. You couldn't, because it was like you have
Why
to be
you wanted
uncomfortable.
Jesus to
You
be
have
able to get in there?
Oh, you have to be
Spread eagle.
uncomfortable.
It's like it's all
Stole
about
that, Jesus.
spread eagle. I mean, it was just such a bizarre. I just
Wow.
found it so, all of it. You know, all
Yeah.
I don't want to say I turned away from the church. That's so dramatic. But I just was like going to Catholic schools and having questions, just like basic questions
Right.
that, like, not even about the miracles.
Just a
So I'm
basic
like,
question.
right, walk on water. I believe it. That I don't care about. Change water to wine. Believe it even more. Sign me
Fine,
up.
yeah.
It
Love
was
that
like
one.
basic like questions. It's like, and they didn't have an answer for like the basic stuff. And I'm like,
right.
Right.
this doesn't make any fucking sense. That you can't. I mean, it drives me crazy. That always drove me
Yeah.
crazy. The Catholic
Yeah.
Church. I mean, any organized
I'm
religion.
atheist now because
Yeah.
My-
of Catholic
Oh.
Same with my mom.
upbringing. Yeah.
Catholic
really?
upbringing.
Yeah.
Atheist now.
But see,
Mhm.
that's what but see, there's a whole side of that, which is a whole other show. But you get, it's because of organized religion. I think people then have turned away from spirituality
Same.
in general, and they
Yeah.
don't know. It's like you have all your. I did a show years ago, and we talked about God and stuff, and I was like, let me break it down for you. If you're an omnipotent being and you have created planets and life everywhere, you don't care if someone's eating shellfish. That's not on your list.
No.
That's
Right.
not
It's
like
not.
you have other
It
things
didn't make
to
the list
worry.
yet.
Yeah.
It didn't.
100%.
It's like, but you know what I mean? It's like it's about being a good person, and
Yeah.
Exactly.
but they don't. That's not a moneymaker. Why would you? It's, it doesn't.
Right.
It's not
Control.
a moneymaker, and it doesn't
Yeah.
keep. And if you have trouble thinking for yourself,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do need the structure, which you can do that. Find that in a non-harmful way, but a lot of people go for the extremes.
It just makes
Lindsay,
me
we have
nuts.
one
I
more
feel
question. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find another picture that and I'll send it to you,
Yeah,
but I don't
Oh
even
my
know
God,
what it
yes.
email
is.
these to us.
I know I'm
For
gonna.
Lindsay, You what?
Stop trying to show us. Stop trying to show us a picture on your next telephone.
Show it.
That's what you're. I'm like, no. I don't even know. I don't know where anything is.
Just beep it through my beeper.
Because you remind
Do you know
me
how
of
to
stuff.
email a picture? I can show
Go to
you on
system
the system
preferences.
I hate all of you. Just because I'm an old Amish woman. I don't know where anything is. I'm trying to find it, but I don't know where it is. I'll find it. I'm gonna mail you. I'll email you this too. But I'm listening. I'm doing both.
Okay.
Lindsay, I have a good one for you. This is the last question for Catholic saints.
Okay.
So female saints would also self-flagellate. One notable such is Saint Catherine of Siena, who lived from 1347 to 1380, who also claimed to have the stigmata. Apparently the wounds were invisible, though, so you pretty much had to take her word for it.
Yeah, right.
But it was more of like a spiritual stigma.
I can't.
She felt it. Listen.
Spiritual stigmata.
But anyway,
just go with that. Right.
She also wore a sackcloth and would whip herself 3 times daily.
You got to.
You have to. Her first vision of Christ came at around age 5, but it wasn't until she was 21 that Jesus showed up with a gift for her. He presented to her a wedding ring.
What?
Oh,
made of something special. He gave her a wedding ring, but it was made of a special material. Was it A, made from his hair?
Oh.
Was it B, made from lambskin?
Of course.
Or was it C, made of his foreskin?
Gotta go. No. I know where it is. I mean,
I want it to be his foreskin so bad. That's it.
I know you do. And that's why no one's tried to marry you. No, but no one's saying you can't go into Zales. You can't go into Zales and ask for a foreskin ring. No one's gonna help you there.
Was it his hair?
That is incorrect. Billy, chance to steal. It was not his hair. It was either lambskin or
I guess lambskin, but I would have thought hair. I would have thought hair too.
No, it's actually his foreskin, guys. It is legit his foreskin. She then agreed to a mystical.
Whose foreskin did she take?
She took Christ's foreskin.
No, she took someone else's foreskin and said
someone else. Right.
I want to know
she
who it was.
She didn't physically have it. This is a vision.
Oh, it was a vision.
Oh, I thought, because I'm literally like, I'm thinking like, how does this bitch show us to a friend of hers? Okay, I don't know. I wasn't there. If she's, who's selling foreskin?
She's like fake bleeding from the hands with someone's dick wrapped around her
hanging off
all
her
of
finger.
this. I'm just like, I'm trying to find I can't find anything.
She said yes.
Here you
by
go.
the way. She said yes.
Of course she said yes.
Look, there you go. I'm gonna. Oh wait, it went away. Hold on.
Send it to us.
I'm gonna send it to you. There I am, patron saint of shut the fuck
that's
up.
Beautiful. Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Send it immediately. That is
sending
beautiful.
it. I'm on it.
Beautiful.
Okay, adding it to the list of.
Great.
I mean, I don't want to brag. That's not who I am, because you know how shy I am. So there's that.
I'll brag for
but you say to
post it.
Let's do
foreskin
MASH
ring
for recess.
Yeah, let's do MASH.
We're gonna do. Did you ever play MASH when you were younger?
No, we grew up in the 20s.
Great. Well, for a recess, we're gonna do a quick game of MASH, which is mansion, apartment, shack, house.
There were only shacks back then, I think.
Wait, is this that thing like this?
Yes, it's kind of like
that.
It's
not.
There was a version like that.
Yes.
Do you know that thing?
Oh, right. The paper.
Yes.
The paper, like.
Yeah.
Origami.
Or.
Thing.
Yeah. When papyrus was invented, they made that thing and you pick a number and it was.
Oh, yeah. Is that how you did it back then?
I don't want to brag.
So.
But yeah.
Listen.
No one dumped his baby in the water. Like that's how you played back in the day.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Baby in the. I'm opening my current. Okay.
Oh, Moses is in the water.
All right. So. I'm gonna tell you what kind of this is for you when you're a kid, right? I'm gonna tell you who you're gonna marry, what job you're gonna have,
right?
And where
what
kind of place you're gonna live. Okay, so the options are mansion, apartment, shack, and house, and then you have to tell me 3 people that you had a crush on. They could be real people. They could be celebrities. It could be a fucking cartoon. It doesn't matter. Like who were your crushes when you were younger, and then 3 jobs that you wanted to have when you grew up.
Okay. So what do I? Okay. Okay. Do you need 3 names first? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just do Stephen, Mark, and Mark. Because it was 2 Marks. It was like 4 Marks. It's the whole thing.
Oh, wow. Okay, Steve, Mark, and Mark. Love it.
Oh, but do you want 3 different people? I guess you want. No, but Marks are different, so it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
Just
2
remember,
Steves and a Mark?
the first Mark is which Mark?
Or 2 Marks
Wait
and
a
a
minute.
Steve?
No. Do a Stephen. No. All right. Do a Stephen. Do a Mark, and we'll do a Richard.
A Richard.
It's a
okay.
code name. It's a code name.
Got it. Okay, but you know who
Okay.
Richard is? Okay.
I know. For Dad.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And who? Okay.
Okay.
And what did you want to be when you grew up?
The first job I ever really wanted, I wanted to own a zoo. I
Oh,
wanted like
good.
a place for. But it was more like a rescue thing than it was like a zoo, like cages. I was like, oh, this will be open.
We didn't know
I
that.
didn't know.
We didn't
You
know.
wanted
No, I
to-
didn't know.
Animal
No, but it was like
rescue
a
zoo.
habitat. It was. That's really. But we called it a zoo, so we didn't have anything
A
else.
healthy zoo.
I
A
wanted.
healthy zoo.
Yeah, healthy zoo. Healthy zoo. I wanted to own like a little bric-a-brac store.
Aw, bric-a-brac store.
And my friend Emmy, who has the pygmy hippo, is the closest thing I could ever. I love that store because she has all this weird shit. And I'm like,
Hungry
this is
Hippo. What is it called?
the pygmy hippo on Stanley. She's a dear friend. I met her shopping. I love it.
Amazing.
There's a little bric-a-brac, amazing stuff. What is another job I want? I liked gardening. I actually wanted to own like a garden. I love.
Oh, nice.
I love working with plants. Love it.
Yeah.
Gardening center. Yeah, gardener. Gardening center. I didn't want to go fix people's houses. I wanted to I used to do that when I was younger and help people get plants for their yard and all that stuff. I loved doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. I gotta have you over the house. When you see my garden here, you're like, are you fucking you a geek?
Amazing.
Timmy and Brian were just here a few weeks ago. We all get. They were like,
you guys,
Oh, I
and
love
I
that.
built a
Have that.
We'll do that in the
Love
new
it.
year. I'll have
Love it.
okay. We'll have you kids
That
over.
would be
Yeah.
great.
We
You
would
can teach
love
me how to
that.
keep a plant alive. All right, I'm going to start making a spiral, and you're going to tell
Spiral.
me when to stop, and then I'm going to
Okay.
count the layers of the spiral. Just go. with
Okay.
it. So I'm starting
Tell me when-
now, and then you can just tell
Okay.
me when to stop whenever you're
Yeah.
ready.
I'm seeing it. And stop.
Mhm.
Okay, great. We got
Good,
1,
good.
2, 3, 4 layers to the
I
spiral.
see big
Oh,
things.
okay.
Okay, here we go. So now we're going to start eliminating things from your.
Okay.
chart.
Oh,
So we
God.
have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not going to live in a house. 1, 2, 3,
Perfect.
4. I'm sorry, you're not going to be a zoo animal habitat
Oh,
rescue
no.
owner.
Okay.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4. You're not going to live in an apartment.
Okay.
1, 2,
Perfect.
3, 4. Richard is out.
Ooh.
1, 2,
Twist.
3, 4. You live in a mansion, Billy. You're going to live in a mansion when you grow
Oh.
up.
Knew it.
1,
Knew
2,
it.
3, 4. Sorry, no gardening center, but you do have the bric-a-brac store.
Ooh.
And then
Love
1,
it.
2, 3, 4. It's Steven for you.
Steven, baby.
You and Steven
Twist.
owning a bric-a-brac store, living in a mansion. It's doing well.
That's amazing. Because he
That's a
owns
good
a
life.
weed store. He sells weed.
Oh,
so
perfect. Well, he's the one
Same
bringing the
thing.
money in, I guess.
Does
Yeah.
he own it?
That's how we got a mansion,
He's living in
girl.
a mansion. Yeah, 100%.
Perfect. All right. Well,
Wow.
that was
That's a
MASH. Yeah, I
That's
love
a
your
lot.
life. I'm looking
I do
forward
remember
to
the
hearing about it.
spiral. I do remember. But I
You
remember the
remember doing
spiral. Now that you say it, I remember it.
Yeah.
They did it on the, and they would write it all
Yeah.
down. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was hysterical.
I forgot about that, but we
oh,
did
that's
that
a
too.
thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Billy,
I love that little thing, crafting.
to go into my next game, you have to tell a quick story about the Lynx. The
The
people
game you
call
used
you
to
the
play?
Lynx.
The game we played when I was younger, which blew out my knee a little. I think that's what
Which
started
centered
me
you.
blowing out my knee. But yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Can you
okay, so tell the story now.
Yeah.
We used to play a game, all the neighborhood kids, I'm sure I thought it up, but they could all get together. They could use, hockey sticks and ropes and nets, whatever they wanted, but they had to give me a 5-minute lead. We picked certain yards you could use. You cross the street, you could only cross the street, you couldn't,
Yeah.
and it was called Lynx, and they had to capture me. And they would,
Amazing.
and they would they'd say go, and I would go, but I would, when I would dress, I had the whole thing. I was probably 19 when I was doing this. I mean, it wasn't because it wasn't just when I was a little kid. This went on for years.
Oh, this is.
And the kids would get,
Oh.
oh yeah, 12 or 13, 15, 16 kids. And I would be on top, I'd be climbing up a tree to someone's roof. and the neighbors would start to complain. My parents, we could hear the kids on the roof. Like under people's, I would literally hide in someone's doors. Oh, it was nutty.
You definitely thought up this game.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
What kid thinks?
And they would try.
This is you. This is you being a lynx, and it's only. Were you the only lynx
that I can remember? I have to ask my brother and sister, but it was like because I was fast.
Hilarious.
I mean, like and I was also crazy.
Yes,
I'd be climbing
kids think of the lion, the tiger.
Or just like hide and seek, but no,
lynx.
I'm a lynx. Try and catch me while I'm scattering across your roof like
crawling,
a psychopath. I love it.
Hiding in the
chimney, sliding down the chimney.
Because they were like, then they'd be, and I would run past them and of course antagonize them. But like, one time I did run, and someone had cut their lawn, and they put their picnic table up on its side.
Right.
I ran. Because we play at night. We play at night into it.
Yeah.
And I was like on the ground, like, because full force you run into it. It was that was bad. That was not a good. That was an injured lynx. Lynx down. Lynx down. It was
Lynx down.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
I wrote a game called Billy the Bobcat because
Billy the Bobcat
are a kind
That's
of
our children's book. We're gonna write it. Billy the Bobcat. It's about a gay.
Bobcat.
It's about a gay bobcat who's not good at math. Okay, let's do it.
Yes, genius.
Love it.
Genius.
So, for the listeners that may not know, the lynx is any of the 4 species within the lynx genus of medium-sized wildcats.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you knew this when you started the lynx game, but they're known for their keen vision. Okay.
Oh, twist. No.
So they might have seen that upright picnic table.
They may have, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Because
you're a lynx in training.
And maybe that wasn't like as good with the eyesight. So we are going to play Billy the Bobcat. I'm going to start with Billy. Billy, which one of these is not true? Not true of the lynx.
Okay.
A, they hunt at night. B, they are incredibly fast. Or C, they can take down prey as large as a deer. Which one of these is not true?
I don't think they hunt at night. They've been out during the day. I don't think they're completely nocturnal, but I know they're like out during the dusk. Does that count? They can take. I know they can take down a deer, and I know that they're fast. That's it. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't. Is it? I don't know. I'm going to say it's A.
That is incorrect. Kelly, do you want to try to steal?
Can they not take down a deer?
They can take down a deer.
I thought so.
They are not known as a fast cat. Like all the other cats are much faster than them.
Oh,
okay.
Well, they are.
But they are known for their vision, and that's why they're really good.
Oh, they're keen. They hide.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because they're stalky.
I watched a video of one of them stalking a coyote, and even though the coyote is like a much bigger animal, and technically they're the prey, they can hide and see so far away that they can kind of sneak up better than other cats can.
I did not know that. Okay. Coyotes, I don't know if you know this. Did you know that coyotes are the crystal meth users of the wolf community? Okay, go on. That's all.
Wait, the what? Sorry.
Coyotes are the crystal meth users of the wolf community. So it's like
that makes so much sense.
They are kind of crackheads, aren't they?
True words.
We just got back from Joshua Tree and we're like, those coyotes are on crystal. Like they're just like skinny. Just show. It's sketchy.
They're sketchy. They're itchy.
Get away from me.
Yeah.
They're really cracked out.
Yeah, and not for the reasons you think. They're just like, I'm not scared of you. You're unstable.
Yeah.
You need assistance.
You need a
back up. Like just
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Kelly. The lynx has a large territory between 15 and 50 square kilometers. How do they mark their territory? Is it A, they rub their scent glands all over the area? B, they leave their droppings? Or C, good old-fashioned urine?
Oh, I'm going to go good old-fashioned urine.
That is correct. Kelly, do you have little noties?
Do you have my urine bottle? Do you have my urine bottle?
Here, we have a sample. Let's show the listener.
We're going to smell it together.
It's brilliant. Yeah, I would have thought urine too.
Kelly.
Scent?
No, I'm sorry. Billy.
Yeah.
Last question, then we're going to listen to some links on links.
Okay.
Billy, which one of these is not true of the lynx? A, unlike other wildcats, the lynx have natural snowshoes for their feet so they don't sink into the snow.
That's true.
B, they build dens to hide and protect their families. Or C, their tufted ears help to enhance hearing. Which one is not true?
I think it's C, the tufted ears.
That is
Because
incorrect.
Wow,
Kelly,
I'm terrible at these games.
So either they don't have dens or they don't have natural snowshoes.
Mm-hmm.
But they have big giant paws. Their paws are like, no?
I know, I kind of liked that one. I'm going to go den, but I think they do have dens.
No, they don't make a traditional den like other wildcats do.
Oh,
so wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They actually
thought they had
find
dens.
a fallen tree. They'll find something already made and they'll kind of shoot and get into it. But they don't build anything.
Okay.
They just find
okay.
They take what they get and they don't get upset.
They're like, we're fine.
Yep.
They're easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I don't know anything.
Okay. We're going to do a quick couple of rounds of Bobcat or, and we're going to listen.
Okay.
Should I just do this?
Just
Should I
hold
just
it
do that?
to the,
Okay. So is this a Bobcat or Kelly in the morning before she has her morning coffee?
Not okay.
How dare you?
Hold on. Oh, this is an ad. Hold on.
Okay. This sounds like
I don't think my morning sounds are on YouTube.
Can you hear that, Billy?
Yeah. That's Kelly.
Right? That's 100% Kelly. I'm giving you a point.
What? It was not me.
All right.
I don't think it's
Kelly.
the morning. I'm not sure how you recorded that, but that is
definitely Kelly in the morning.
It's not far off though.
Brilliant.
I literally do moan.
I know you
moaning.
do. I know you do. Okay, Kelly.
That's the only way I can get out of bed. I have to let out.
With you.
Kelly, is this a Bobcat or this is Billy when his Amazon package doesn't arrive on time? Hold on.
My god.
Hold on.
But it's here. It's coming up in there.
Zaya, what's wrong?
Billy, what's wrong? Your Amazon package.
That's gotta be Billy.
Yes.
That's gotta be Billy.
That is correct. That is
wow.
That is Billy. That is correct.
Wow.
Right, really, we'll just do
Oh
one
my God,
more.
that's
really
funny.
nice. Really nice.
That's
Okay.
wow.
We're gonna do. Is this Lindsay? Is this a Bobcat or is this Lindsay having sex? Hold on.
Oh,
Oh, I
great.
hope you didn't record yourself having sex
I
and then
did.
you're
You know
playing
she
it
did.
for
Don't
us.
start.
Sick fuck.
Don't start. Literally.
I've heard you make that sound before.
Yeah, that's you. That's gotta be you. Because no, or that's a wounded animal. Or that's a wounded animal that you're having sex with. Whoever it
You know
is.
what? There's been a lot of instances where people will call the police because they think that a woman is being
woman
killed or
screaming.
tortured,
Mhm.
and it's actually a bobcat.
That is 100% correct. I want
Yes, that's
you guys-
crazy.
That happens.
They sound like screaming women.
But you know what? Can you, everybody listening, can you please just still call the police anyway,
Yeah.
just in case it's not a fucking bobcat and we need your
Right.
help? Okay, thank
Just-
you, allies.
I highly recommend you guys go down a Bobcat links rabbit hole
Yeah.
like I did last night because
Yeah.
there's some
It's
good attacking people.
Oh
There's
God.
a video of one
Yes.
that jumps out at a man when he's
Oh.
coming out of his house, and the man throws it across the yard.
Oh my
and
God.
It's like, it's amazing.
Oh, wow.
It's really
Oh,
good.
Some
you guys.
instincts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
We'll
yeah,
try to
find
that
it.
is terrifying.
All right, that was
Oh my
good
God, that's
ones.
funny.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was really fun.
That was very good.
Thank
that
you.
was very good.
Thank you.
All right, for our last class today, we're going to
Okay.
Italy
Ooh.
because Billy, you said fuck off to your high school and you
Yeah.
went to Italy. How long were you there?
I was there 3 months.
Before you got your stomach aches again.
I had the whole time.
Your
I was
fake
there, too. It
stomach
was-
aches.
He had the tummy ache.
The tummy ache. No, yeah, 3 months. I was there, 3
Okay.
months. And
Do you speak Italian?
no, I did when I was there, but because
Okay.
no one
Did you
spoke
learn-
English.
Right. Did you learn any Italian curse words or any Italian like insults?
Not that I can remember. I remember they
Okay.
would do this thing. If you asked someone a question, they would go, "Buh, buh." And my aunt was like, my aunt who's Italian, when she heard me just, she said, Billy, do not do that. Because it was very like, I don't know, it was just like, buh, no. buh. It's just this word, yeah. But they didn't.
Hilarious.
No, but they
okay,
didn't.
that's not one of my
Yeah,
questions,
but I don't remember
but that
these-
was
yeah.
good. I think you get a point for
Okay,
that. 'Cause
sorry.
That's one thing that you did know that we didn't know. You're teaching us.
Brr.
So this is just we're going to like Italian insult class.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna learn some insults and curses.
Is it
and
faccia
stuff.
gavone in there?
I don't know yet. I forgot.
Oh.
Okay.
Stupido ragazzo. We know that.
Wait, what? Okay.
Stupido ragazzo. Stupid boy or stupid girl. Stupido ragazza.
Great.
I yell at
I
you.
love it.
I'm sorry. All right.
No, don't apologize. You're teaching.
Whenever
Always
you learn
getting
a
yelled
language,
at.
you learn like the insults and the bad words.
Yeah,
First. That's just
yeah.
how it is.
All right. Well, let's
Okay.
see if you remember any of these, Billy. Let's start with you.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. If I
Okay.
wanted to, and my pronunciation, just FYI disclaimer, is
Sure.
probably going to be terrible.
you're doing
but I'm gonna
great.
try. All right.
Okay.
If I wanted to tell you to go fuck your dead family members,
Ooh.
which is like a
Okay.
super insult to like not just fuck
Yeah.
yourself, but fuck your dead family. Like that's
Family
when you
members.
bring
Yeah.
people's family into it. It's
Right.
serious. Okay.
Yeah.
Would I
Talk
say?
about my family.
Okay, Real Housewives. Jesus Christ. What is that? Was that
House is
Teresa?
in New Jersey.
Or is
yeah.
it Yeah.
Oh,
Tariq-
I just thought it was a
Tariq
thing.
J.
Oh.
Oh,
Don't talk about my family. She's Italian. She's crazy.
She
love
sounds
her so
it.
much. No, that's like really the only Housewives that I like to watch.
Yeah,
is
they're
Oh,
New
Italian,
Jersey is my
crazy
favorite.
women.
Okay,
Oh.
go fuck your dead family members. Would I
Yeah.
say A, vaffanculo a cite morto, or figlio di puttana?
No, the first one, because Putana
That's
is
right.
the first one, and Molto is dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
that first one.
That's
okay.
right.
Oh, was that okay to answer? Was that your? Liz, was that
Yeah.
yours?
Yes,
Sorry.
that was your question.
I
Yep,
just-
yep.
Oh, I
Very
just
good.
jumped on. I just jumped
No,
in.
you
Okay,
got it. You did it.
I'm
All
on
right,
it. Okay,
Lindsay,
well, I'm
number
bored.
2.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Che cavolo means what the hell,
Okay.
but literally it means what cabbage or what balls. Which one?
What cabbage?
Okay,
or
sorry.
what-
Che cavolo means what the hell, but literally it means what cabbage or what balls.
Whoa.
What balls? I'm sorry. I don't know.
Cabbage is so
I don't know.
cabbage is so weird. Like,
Okay,
why would
cabbage.
she write cabbage? But do
Yeah.
Italian people even care about cabbage?
That's the question.
I'm
I
going
didn't-
balls.
I never
maybe?
saw cabbage there.
Guys,
Balls.
it's actually cabbage.
Oh.
Cavolo is cabbage. Che cavolo. What
Cavolo is
cabbage?
che
But it's like, what the
cavolo.
hell?
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Che
I never
due
heard that.
palle
Okay.
is means what two balls, and it means what the heck. They said so. Che
Okay.
cavolo, what cabbage, or che due palle, what two balls?
What two balls?
Yeah.
Well,
What two balls?
Interesting.
that's brilliant.
All right.
Okay, I feel it.
Billy, upgrade number 3. Upgrade your insults by calling an asshole a dickhead. Literally, this insult means head of a dick. Is
Okay.
it A, levati dai coglioni, or B, testa di cazzo?
I'm gonna
Head of a
say
dick.
the second one because it says
That is
testicle.
correct.
Your testicle.
Yeah, I
Testa
think
di
Yeah,
cazzo.
well, that was an easy
him
one.
into it a little bit.
I don't
because
think
Yeah,
testa-
I do feel
I don't
that.
think testa means testicle. I think testa means the head. Because
Oh,
testa di cazzo.
Oh,
Dick
interesting.
is cazzo.
yeah,
Interesting.
his
Testa head
yeah.
of dick.
Okay,
All right,
I
fine.
did say I cheat, so I mean, so I'll
True.
take any. I'll take
So
anything I
Lindsay,
can
the
get.
other one, number 4, the other one, levati dai coglioni means A, get off my balls, or B, go take it up your ass.
Say it one more time.
Levati
Yeah.
dai coglioni
Means what or what?
get off my balls or go take it up your ass.
Take it up your ass?
No, it means get
Balls?
off my
Balls.
Oh,
balls.
jeez.
Yeah.
Banana would be
It just
cool.
doesn't-
Yeah. Go
It
take
doesn't
it up
sound
your
like
ass.
balls.
Vatella a pigliari in culo.
Culo.
Oh, in
Yeah.
culo, right, culo.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
once you hear culo, because
Right,
because
if you're
my
culo, you know.
Yeah. so my papa would say as kids, wipe your coolie. Wipe your coolie. Did you ever
Wipe
as a
your
kid?
fucking coolie,
Coolie.
you nasty
No.
kid.
Coolie.
Coolie.
Because like bum, coolie, coolio. What are you
Right.
coolie? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know.
All right,
That's
Billy,
funny.
number 5. True or
Okay.
bullshit? True
Okay.
or bullshit? This Italian insult includes a farm animal. Li mortacci tua de tuo nonno, de tua madre, dai 3/4 da palezzina tua. Is there an?
No.
Was there an? That's correct.
No.
There is no.
I never.
farm
There's
animal.
no animal
There is
in
no
there.
farm animal.
I heard mother.
There's no animal.
There is no. No, it means
There's no.
fuck your dead relatives and your grandfathers and your mothers and those of the 3/4 of your apartment block.
Oh, okay. We'll
Good
have to
insult.
Yeah.
copy and
That's a-
paste that.
We'll have
and
to
send
copy
that
it, yeah.
over.
It's a busy week. That's a busy week
Yeah.
for someone. Yeah. All right.
Okay. One more question, Lindsay. Which one of these insults does not involve an animal? So there's a lot of
Okay.
animals.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
one of these though does not involve an animal?
Okay.
Okay. Correre dietro alle farfalle,
Okay.
or porca miseria, or
Okay.
occa giuliva.
What's a farfalle?
That's the pasta. You eat the pasta for
I
folly.
think it's farfalle. I think it's A.
That is incorrect. Billy.
Ah!
Why are you listening to me? You know I'm terrible. Okay, no one's angry. We're not fighting.
Okay, so listen.
First one
Listen,
is
don't be tricked. Don't be tricked, because it
Oh.
doesn't really. Even if you hear a word, it might sound
Yeah.
like a food word.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it's really about an animal. Do you see
All
what I'm
right.
saying? Like
No.
it could just. It's just
No.
like an expression. Just an expression.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. So it's not the first one.
No, it's not
Correre dietro
farfalle.
alla farfalle. Farfalle is butterfly.
Oh.
Oh, which makes sense because
That
farfalle
means
is the pasta.
to run
Yeah.
behind the butterflies, meaning you're wasting your time or
Oh.
you're chasing an unachievable goal. You're just running around behind the
Lollygagging.
butterflies.
Yeah. Oh, I
Lollygagging.
love it. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So these next two,
Okay.
okay? Porca miseria or occa giuliva.
It's going to be a trick one,
Well-
I think. It's,
Well, porco sounds like either fucking or a pig. So I'm feeling like that's. And the other one, I don't. What does it say? The other one, the last one again?
Occa
The third-
giuliva.
Oh, Jalima. That one could definitely be a fucking an animal one. Oh, I'm going to say the third one is the fucking an animal one.
I never said it was about
I'm gonna say-
fucking an animal, just to clarify.
Oh. I thought
But I like where your head's at.
a dead relative. Fuck your dead relatives with an animal. I was
Yeah.
Fuck your animals.
someone's-
No,
Right.
guys, it's actually porca miseria. Actually means oh, for God's sake.
Oh, wow.
So it's not. So it's not really an insult.
Oh
First of
no.
all, although it
Okay.
does literally mean pig misery.
Oh, wow.
Porca miseria
Oh,
means
porca.
pig misery,
So I
but
was-
it's just. But so you're.
Okay.
That's why it was sort of a trick. But it's like it means
Yeah.
oh, for God's sake.
Oh, for God's
and
sakes, yeah.
farfalla.
Farfalle, yeah, with the butterflies. And then Occa
Yeah.
giuliva means merry goose. So if you call someone a merry goose, it means like they're
They're
really
moron.
not that smart. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You're like kind of just a
Wow.
that fucking dumb ass merry little goose. just
My new
walking
show is
along.
called. My new show
Merry
is called The
Goose.
Merry Goose.
The Merry Goose.
The Merry Goose with Bobcat Billy. That's our goddamn children's book.
Aw, that's
The Merry
so
Goose
cute.
and Bobcat Billy.
And
That's- I'm
Bobcat
telling
Oh,
you.
they're
Billy.
friends. They're friends.
They're
Yeah, I
friends.
love that.
But they meet.
Wow, you
Yeah, that's not bad.
guys.
Okay.
That's
I
good.
really
I like that.
shit the bed on this episode. Do
Oh,
you know
yeah?
I got one
Oh.
fucking point on
Oh
this episode?
wow.
One
No, I didn't get.
point.
Wow, you're pretty
I
stupid,
didn't-
huh?
No.
Occa giuliva.
Oh, Gajaliva. Well,
Not-
listen, it's time to tally up the points and see who the winner is.
Okay.
I am
I'm
certainly
not.
not the
No,
winner with 1
I'm
point.
not.
Okay.
I'm not. No.
Ellie,
Yeah.
You have 7 points.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Billy, you are our winner with 11 points.
No, that's
my
not
God.
true.
You
That's
did.
Did I get what 5 points for signing my name correctly?
No,
I mean, like,
even
Wait,
if
so
we gave
even
you
if-
like 2 sympathy points, you still won.
Right, and even if we added
Oh.
our points together, because
5, 6,
we
7,
each only
8.
did one game, we each only played
Oh,
we
right,
still
yeah.
two games,
won.
but even to combine our points to make it actually
Well,
fair between us and you,
No,
you
he
still won.
wins.
Yeah.
I feel
So-
better about myself as a person. I do feel better about
did.
myself. Because I
You
mean,
finally passed math.
I know, and I know you
Barely.
don't follow directions, but in the email, the
Yeah.
directions we gave you told you that if you win, you have to look at us and say, fuck you, I'm smarter. And you also have to make a valedictorian speech. So
So go for it.
get it together,
Thank you.
Billy the Bobcat.
okay. Okay. Do you want the fuck you? No, I'm going to do my speech.
Yeah, however you
Whatever
want to
you
do
want.
it. However you want to do it.
I really wish I had a cap and gown handy. I don't have one in general, but I wish I had one because that would have been
We have
great.
one. We
So
should.
let's
We should've
imagine
sent
that
it
I'm.
to him, yeah.
Let's
Should've
imagine
dropped it off.
that I'm wearing one.
We'll
That's
put it on
brilliant.
in post. We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. As you go out there in the world and move forward, we've had a lot of growing experiences together. But as we move forward together and separate and our lives take us on different paths, I want you to remember one thing. Fuck you, I'm smarter than both of you.
Woo!
Yes,
Yeah.
So mean.
That felt good. No,
So
it felt
mean.
good. I liked it. I'm a self-flagellator, so that felt really
Yeah,
good.
I'm bleeding
yeah.
from my palms. You just can't see it. And I
Just-
really think that.
I haven't
Just-
eaten all day.
I haven't eaten the past 22 years.
I have
And I-
Jesus' foreskin on my fingers.
Imagine that commercial. Are you looking to lose weight? Are you trying to slim down so you can fit into that coffin? Go on the Jesus diet. I haven't had solids in 14 years, and I feel. Hold on, I'm tired. I feel cool.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's
yeah.
good stuff. That's good stuff.
But that's what this when you tell me stuff like this it's funny. It's like that's a whole bit. Like a whole.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I have so much religious stuff. I don't even talk about it because I love it.
You can start
So-
talking about the
No, but it's brilliant.
No.
You got me.
Take
Yeah,
the
it.
fasting
You-
girls.
you've both
the
inspired me to
anorexia,
think more. No, I love it.
Good.
It's
Yeah.
hysterical.
I'm Jewish. She doesn't believe in God, so we need you to run with that.
I can take care of it. As long as you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. It really is. Like that's the whole.
I
If
believe
there's
in
one
everything.
thing I can take away. Oh yeah. I mean, like
Yeah.
if it makes you happy, whatever. I mean, it's fine. I'll be here forever, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'll be here either way.
Right.
So I mean, with more cripple stories and more stigmata
I love
stories,
it.
I don't see any stopping in sight.
Well, Billy,
good.
since you're going to live
yeah.
forever, will you
Yeah.
plug all of your plugs for our listeners so they know where
Oh
to
no,
find
I
you?
totally yes.
And
When
what's
is it going up?
on?
When do you'll do it
Probably
later?
in-
Like
I mean,
New Year's.
Probably like New Year's.
Oh, fine. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
week. That week.
Oh yeah, okay. But maybe wait till I'll post it after New Year's because if I'm doing a party that you'll probably be at, then I know I usually have this.
Oh yeah. So if you have anything that
chateau
you
on
know
New Year's
in
Eve, and I don't have it this year.
January.
What? The date?
No, I don't have a New Year's Eve party yet.
Oh.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes.
I'm not even back to work yet, so that's what. Oh, but of course I'll plug it. I'm just saying, like, don't do
No,
it before
plug-
New Year's Eve.
We won't.
Oh,
Plug
for
all
me,
your-
you mean? Oh no, I'm not doing anything.
Tell us
Fuck
where
off.
you. Tell
No,
us
I'm on a
where we
break.
can find you, and tell us if you have
No.
anything coming up after New Year's
I'm
that
not
people can come to
no.
see.
No, I'm
Okay.
retiring. After today, you'll never see me again. This is
Great.
it. And then
Don't
I'm
go
done.
to any
I'm
of
like-
his events.
He's done.
Don't you
Go.
dare go to
I'm
anything
done.
he's hosting. He's retired.
I'm retired.
This has
No, I
forced
don't
him
do-
to retire.
This is. They want me out. No, I don't know. I don't come back to the 28th of December or something.
Okay.
And then someone will hire me to host the party before. But then I don't know. We'll see. But
Well,
I'll
what's
post.
your
Listen, I'll post the show when
Instagram?
it comes out. Obviously, you
What's
kids are
your
wonderful.
Instagram so they can find you?
My Instagram is Billy Francesca.
Okay, great.
Oh, Billy Francesca. That's it. Just my name. Yeah, it's super easy. And I'll share all this on all my stuff too, obviously,
Thank
because I mean
you.
I'm
Okay, good.
very popular.
Thank
I know
you.
you are. Billy, this was so
Just being a-
fun. I can't
No,
wait
thank you.
to have some drinks with you. This was
I know.
And see your plants.
No, I'm going to have you
Yes.
for the house, and you can come because
Love
Timmy
it.
and Brian just saw my new deck that I built, and you can come over and see all that. But I
amazing.
this was very nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it took so long to get together
No,
since my
it's
show
good.
ended. And
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's absolutely
it's
perfect.
just being a busy lady. I try to stay busy,
Yeah.
and that's all you could do. I'm going to send you all the stuff.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
And
Yes.
and then I'm going to upload this to, I'm guessing, a Google Drive, which I've heard
we're gonna
kids
tell
do.
you what to do. We'll tell you all what
Okay.
to do.
Google
Okay.
Okay, I'll wait.
Let's
So-
say goodbye to our
No, I
one listener.
I want our
What-
listeners to hear what's
I
happening.
forgot we were live. Oh my God, I forgot we were live. We've said so many horrible things.
No.
No, it's good.
That's
So
not
we'll
too
say
shabby.
goodbye to our live
Yes.
viewers,
Wait.
and
Bye,
we'll
thank
also
you.
sign
Yeah.
off on the podcast,
Yes.
the audio
And then
version.
we'll tell you what to do.
Okay, so hold tight.
Okay,
Don't
that
forget
sounds
to
great.
rate, review, subscribe, tell your friends, follow Billy, follow us at Kelly and Lindsay. Go on our YouTube live so you can watch this whole episode. You
Subscribe.
can see Billy's fabulous hats and him bleeding from his hands and his foreskin. And Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank